Welcome, nugatory mortal, to Lord Dravel's lair, where shadows and story blend with a medieval flair. In a quaint village, surrounded by green, lived a young lad whose heart was keen. Oliver was his name. With a spirit so bold, yet he had a curiosity that was uncontrolled. The village spoke of a forest so dark, where the trees whispered secrets and shadows would bark. It was cursed, they claimed, with a dread so profound, and none who entered were ever found. Oliver, with eyes wide and spirit so fierce, dreamed of adventure and a world to pierce. He listened to tales of the wood so dire, and his heart burned with forbidden fire. One crisp morning, with the sun barely awake, Oliver set out for adventure's sake. He bade farewell to his home with a grin, eager to explore and uncover what lay within. The forest loomed large with trees twisted and old, their branches like fingers, their leaves dark and cold. As Oliver ventured past the first row of pines, a chill in the air made his shiver in lines. The deeper he went, the darker it grew, the shadows more haunting, the silence more true. He called out with hope for a path to unfold, but the forest seemed endless, the night growing bold. The trees began whispering with voices so faint, their words like a murmur, a ghostly complaint. Oliver felt eyes on him, watching his plight as he pressed on through the thickening night. Suddenly, the ground beneath him gave way, and he tumbled into a pit where darkness held sway. The fall was long, and he landed with dread in a chamber below with a haunting spread. The chamber was vast, with walls etched in gloom, and strange symbols glowed in the cold, dark room. At the chamber's center was a mirror so grand, with a frame of twisted iron and a dark, eerie band. Oliver approached, his heart pounding with fear, as the mirror's surface seemed to shimmer and sneer. He gazed into the depths where shadows danced wild, and saw his own reflection, but not as a child. The mirror showed visions of a forest so green, with the spirits of those who had met a similar whim. They reached out to him with their ghastly, cold hands, their faces twisted in sorrow, their souls trapped in the land. Oliver tried to turn to escape the despair, but the mirror's enchantment held him in its snare. The forest curse seeped through the walls, and the spirits of the lost began their mournful calls. He stumbled and fell, his breath growing thin, as the spirits surrounded him with a spectral grin. Their cold touch frozen, their whispers grew loud, as Oliver's fate was sealed in the cursed wood's shroud. The village waited, but Oliver did not return, and his family's hearts filled with sorrow and yearn. They spoke of his bravery, of his daring quest, but the forest remained a place of eternal unrest. Years passed, and the forest grew more feared, its cursed reputation perfectly adhered. The tale of Oliver became a somber refrain, a warning to all of the forest's cruel chain. So ponder this, dear mortal, as you end your quests. Will you heed the warnings or face the final test? For in the story of Oliver's tragic demise lies a cautionary tale beneath the forest's dark skies. In the echoes of the cursed wood, his tale is sealed, a reminder that some mysteries should remain unrevealed.